Let's talk about flexibility. You know, that thing we often overlook while we're busy lifting weights or running on the treadmill. We focus so much on strength and endurance that flexibility often takes a backseat. But let me tell you, flexibility is not just an afterthought. It's a crucial element of your overall fitness and well being. If you're someone who struggles with flexibility, don't worry, you're not alone. Many people do, and the good news is that improving your flexibility is easier than you might think. Today, I'm going to share 6 simple and effective flexibility exercises that can help you get those joints and muscles limber, regardless of your current ability. First, let's dive into why flexibility is so important. Think about it. Flexibility enhances your ability to perform everyday activities with ease. Whether it's bending down to tie your shoes, reaching for something on a high shelf, or even just sitting comfortably, flexibility makes all these tasks easier. When your muscles can move through their full range of motion without restrictions, you significantly reduce your risk of injuries. This is especially critical for those of you who lift weights. Lifting isn't just about brute strength, it's also about having a good range of motion. Flexibility helps you maintain proper form and technique, which are essential for maximizing performance and preventing injuries. So, if you want to lift more effectively and safely, flexibility should be a key focus in your routine. Now, how do we go about increasing flexibility? One of the simplest ways is to stay hydrated. Think of your muscles as sponges. When they're hydrated, they're more pliable. You can also improve the flexibility of your joints through resistance training. But the best way to boost your body's flexibility is through stretching exercises. Stretching not only aids your joints and muscles, but also has a ton of other benefits. It can improve heart health, lower blood pressure, enhance performance in your workouts, and even boost your mental health by reducing stress and anxiety. That's right, stretching can be incredibly relaxing, allowing you to focus on your breath and body. Now, you might be wondering how often you should stretch. Well, it really depends on your individual needs and goals. A great starting point is to dedicate just 10 minutes each day to flexibility training at home. Listen to your body. If a stretch feels particularly good, hold it for a bit longer. If you feel pain or discomfort, ease off. Remember, it's not about how long you stretch, but how effectively you do it. Most people start to see noticeable improvements in their flexibility within just a couple of weeks of regular stretching. Setting short-term goals, like being able to touch your toes or improve your posture, can keep you motivated and encourage you to continue stretching regularly. So, when is the best time to do flexibility stretches? The answer is whenever it fits into your schedule. However, there are some optimal times. In the morning, stretching can help wake up your muscles. A morning routine could include dynamic stretches like arm circles and leg swings to increase blood flow. Before bed, stretching can relax your body and prepare you for sleep. Focus on gentle, static stretches that you can hold for longer periods. Pre-workout, dynamic stretching is key to warming up your muscles, while post-workout static stretching aids recovery. Now let's get into the meat of the matter. The best stretching exercises for flexibility training. While the best stretch for you will depend on your individual goals, one stretch that stands out is known as the world's greatest stretch, or the Spider-Man hold with rotation. This exercise is fantastic for improving flexibility and mobility throughout your shoulders, spine, and hips, while engaging your core, back, and legs. But before we get to that, let's go through 6 specific stretching exercises that can boost your flexibility. Grab your exercise mat and let's get started. First up, we have the lying figure 4 stretch. This one is great for stretching your hip stabilizers and hip joint. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back and cross one leg over the opposite knee. Grab the opposite leg and pull it up to 90 degrees. Hold this position for about 30 seconds and perform 1 to 3 sets. It's a fantastic way to ease tension in your hips. Next, we have the 90-90 stretch, which is excellent for your hip flexors. Start in a seated position with one leg internally rotated and the other leg externally rotated, both bent at a 90-degree angle at the knee. Breathe deeply as you hold this position for 30 seconds before switching sides. Again, perform 1 to 3 sets. You'll feel the stretch working its magic on your hip flexibility. Moving on, let's talk about the hip mobility straddle. This exercise targets your hip joint and hamstrings. Begin seated with your legs spread wide in front of you, toes pointed up. Cross your arms across your chest. And while maintaining a tall spine, hinge and circle your torso from the hips. Alternate directions and repeat for 30 seconds, doing 1 to 3 sets. It's a great way to loosen up those tight hips. Now let's get into the squat mobility drill, which is fantastic for your lower body flexibility and strength. Stand tall, step your feet out wide with your toes slightly pointed out, and sit back into a squat position. Return to a standing position and repeat this 5 times or for 30 seconds. Perform 1 to 3 sets. This drill is a great way to warm up those hip joints. Next up, we have the hand walk press up, also known as the inchworm to upward facing dog. This dynamic stretch is great for your lumbar spine and shoulders. Start in a standing position, bend over while keeping your legs straight, and walk your hands out into a high plank position. Pause and let your hips drop toward the floor while keeping your arms straight and shoulders back. Lift your hips back up and walk your hands back toward your feet. Repeat this 5 times or for 30 seconds. It's a full body stretch that feels incredible. And finally, let's get to the world's greatest stretch. Start in a high plank position, step 1 foot up outside of and next to the same side hand, and rotate open with that hand, reaching for the ceiling. Then, reach your elbow toward the floor. Repeat this for 8 to 12 reps on each side. This stretch is a powerhouse for overall flexibility and mobility. There you have it. 6 flexibility exercises that can help you improve your overall fitness and well-being. Remember, flexibility is not just about being able to do the splits or touch your toes. It's about enhancing your overall quality of life. By incorporating these stretches into your routine, you'll not only improve your flexibility, but also reduce your risk of injury, enhance your performance, and boost your mental health. So, grab your mat, dedicate a few minutes each day to stretching, and unlock the benefits of flexibility. Your body will thank you.